been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I think we haven't spoken since you fought for the title, and I've had sad times in the game, but I think watching that happen was one of my saddest.
Yeah.
And I know how you felt. I could see it after, but just go back, just real tight, and then just everything just started to flow for you in round 3.
Yeah, it was a tough fight. Brandon Moreno, you know, he's one of the, that's probably his strength, his durability. He's always going to be in your face. So the fight was actually looking in my favour. You know, I was starting to get momentum. I cut him, so he was bleeding. And then, yeah, he got more aggressive. And as a third round was probably my best round towards the end, he landed a kick right to the liver. So one of those things you can't really condition for. It's just, that's the fight game. It's like a chess match, right? So I've had a lot of time to process. Obviously, it's been a few months now, or over half a year since the fight. So
can you just explain to the viewers what it actually felt like? What does it do? Does it just takes the breath away, or just shuts everything?
Yeah, it just shuts you down. So temporarily just paralysed. So about immediately when it happened, in my head I'm like, oh, I'm sweet, and then my body's just going down, so I couldn't control it. And then when he was on top of me, I was trying to get up, but I just couldn't. And even after the fight was called off, it was like another minute of me just trying to get my breath because I couldn't breathe. And then after that, then you feel fine. And then you saw when they announced him as the winner, you know, he was the one beaten up, and I was fine. But it's just what it is. You can't really hold on to those things. So when after that fight, I left it in the cage. You know, I'm not going to hold on to grudges or hold on to things I could have done better. You just got to pick yourself up, and I've been in this fight game where I've tasted everything, you know, the wins, the losses, and all learning curves. So it's experience, and I'm just going to use that as, you know, as progression, and yeah, just move forward. So I've been taking time off because I've been nursing an injury right now. I was supposed to be on the card for UFC, what was it, 284 in Perth, and unfortunately I had to pull out because of a back injury that I've been nursing. So it's been good news, been finally back in the gym after a few months. One of those things where I just had to rest it. So blessing in disguise, where I've been able to obviously spend more time with the family, you know, my son and my wife, as well as doing other ventures outside the gym. So I've missed it, you know, when it's all taken away, you can't take you kind of take your health for granted. So just feeling healthy and feeling not in pain, blessing. So now refreshed, now ready to get back into where we left off. So that's why if I'm not going to put my best foot forward, you know, I wasn't going to take that fight in Perth. So I made the call early, and yeah, I don't want that added pressure now. So looking forward to 2023, we're just going to be yeah, building off momentum and being inspired by my teammates, you know, from what they're about to do over in Perth, and use that and get that momentum to go into my next camp. Yeah.
Can I ask you, everybody was amazed after Izzy, how he handled the loss. Not everybody can do that. Do you think that's an inspiration for fighters to say, hey, you can lose a big fight like that and you can be different? Or what was your mindset? Has it changed since you heard him or not?
Yeah, well, the thing about our Gym City Kickboxing, win or lose, you know, your teammates are going to be proud of you, and your family's going to be proud of you, and New Zealand's going to be proud of you. So I remember Dan talking about losing, and it's never as big as you think it is. It's just the expectations you put on yourself, right? So obviously winning is the goal, and that's always what we're striving to do. But you got to, I guess, take the small wins and I guess look at the bigger picture. It's all about perspective. It's how far you've come. You know, it's what you've been doing in training and what you've been able to do in the fight. And regardless of the outcome, you know, you're not going to be looked at any differently from your family, your teammates. So that's what we put our energy into. Anything else, all those outside opinions, it doesn't matter. It's just about the people around you and how you affect them. So I know when we go fight, you know, the whole country's watching, and for the 15 minutes we're fighting or 25 minutes we're fighting, they're proud regardless of the outcome. So that's what we focus on, and that's what's, I guess, matters in life. Yeah.
Have you got any expectations of what your next fight will be? Who it will be? You want 1 or 2 fights before you get back to the title?
Yeah, so we're obviously with the division moving along now. Brandon Moreno and Davison Figueroa just fought for the 4th time. This was in Brazil, and Moreno put on a dominant performance, stopped him in the 3rd round from a punch to the eye, and Figgy couldn't continue. So that kind of put a stamp on the whole, rivalry that they've got going. Figueroa said he's going to go to bantamweight now, 34, so he can't keep making the weight down to 125. It really, it kills him to make that weight. So fair enough, but that kind of leaves the division a lot more open now. So I think the next opponent's going to be this guy Alexander Pantoja. So he's the number 2 guy. He's actually beaten Brandon twice before, and obviously without me and Brandon's fight being so close, it makes for interesting matchups to happen in this flyweight division. So my next fight, hopefully, I'm not going to put a date on it, but first quarter of the year, so before July, I'll hopefully get another fight. And then I know I'll be putting on my best performance, so get past the next guy, whoever they put in front of me. It could be anyone. We go out there, put on a world-class performance. That's what's going to get me another title shot. So that fight needs to happen with Moreno and Pantoja, and that will free up who the next guy is. So yeah, I'm not really focused on fighting right now. I'm just focused on getting some weeks and months behind me in training. We're at the gym right now, and it's been a bit flooded, so little things that we just have to work around. But that's nothing new to us. We've always worked around anything that's happened, no excuses. So same thing here. Yeah, it's been an interesting start of the year. A lot of, I guess, adversity if you're trying to start the year off right. But for me, I'm just focusing on just being healthy, just feeling good, putting a lot more emphasis into my mobility, a lot more like strengthening, stabilizing, all those things that play a big part into combat sport. And I've actually been doing a lot of coaching. So if you haven't noticed, I'm actually helping out the Warriors this year for wrestling. So I've been down there working their pre-season for the last few months, and I'm on for the whole season. So it's been cool being in that space, down at Mount Smart Stadium, and with the new coach Andrew Webster, just helping out wherever I can. So either in technique and tackling, as well as the mindset and what combat sport has taught me. That's what I'm trying to bring to their club. So it's been awesome. We can cross codes and collab, and for them, getting an outside perspective from rugby league, and bringing new energy in. So I've actually brought them down to the gym, and they've been mixing it up with the boys down here at City Kickboxing. So they've been loving the change of scenery and getting a push from us. So yeah, just really grateful for the opportunity, and I'm excited for the season. The boys are looking sharp. They're looking just hungry and fit. The byproduct of combat sport or for wrestling is the conditioning, the constant up down. That's what translates onto the field, where you're in tackles, you're trying to stay efficient, as well as just trying to get back onto your feet as fast as you can and get ready for the play. So yeah, I've been loving being in that space, and just being inspired from how much work they put into it, the behind the scenes, how professional they are. And yeah, when you come from an individual sport like martial arts, you've got to have a team environment, and that's what Eugene's drawn from rugby and rugby league, is that team environment, that rugby culture, and that's what we try to do at our gym. So pretty much, one team, one heartbeat, everything has to be in sync for it to work, and that's what we've taken a lot from the Warriors. So yeah, like I said before, excited for the season.
Some of us are still keeping the faith, mate.
Haven't lost it.
Hey, where would you say you are, like, physically at the moment, like 50, 70?
Yeah, I'm just slowly getting by week to week now. So my first week back to proper training was last week. So okay. I've only just started to, add all the drilling and all the load again. So slowly get back into everything, but. Yeah, I'm enjoying being back. It's nice to be, I guess, to miss this. Miss that grind, miss that feeling of being in sore when you wake up, but not from you know, an injury from training. So yeah, that's what I've been just loving, just getting week to week, as well as just looking forward to getting back to where we left off. You know, we're one of the best flyweights in the world, and if I'm going to fight, when I fight again, I'm going to put up a world-class performance. So yeah, I've just going to put my energy into what I can, and that's just slowly building and not rushing things. So yeah, there's no time frame on when I'll be next fighting, but yeah, I'm excited just to get back and just get a few months behind me, and when I start feeling good, then that's when I'll be asking you to put me back in. So yeah.
Hey, thanks, mate, and we'll follow that journey through.
Appreciate it, man.
Good on you. Hey, cheers.